What's up? How you doing? How you doing? It's Friday. Getting it going. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm probably gonna sneeze because I feel like there's like a potential sneeze there. Might be going away. I don't know. The other thing is, I'm feeling feisty today. So you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna come out of my mouth today. It's just feeling feisty, and I got some things I want to talk to you guys about. Also got an update on the income shifting campaign. I just dropped some new stuff in there for you guys, which I'll show you guys here in a second. Just getting the old push notification sent out. Boom, push on its way to you. I hope it lands quick today. Sometimes it just takes a minute. I don't know why. What's up, Tony? Good to see you. How are you? All right, boom. Shout out to Tony for immediately grabbing my webinar video and then using that on YouTube. Like, didn't hesitate, just went for it. Didn't think about it. He just did it. So shout out. Props. Here we go. Join us live now. Dropping nuggets. There we go. All right, rock on. Push notification out. And everyone tag done. So hopefully you guys will get that info. And push just landed. So if you guys get the push on your cellular devices, comment the word push. You guys should be seeing that. Also, hopefully the everyone tag, you guys will see that. Comment tag. Comment both if you got both. Let me know. But like I mentioned, guys, feeling a little feisty today. So cheers. Cheers. I have my Trump mug today, but it's not really, has nothing really to do with Trump. It's actually my wife's mug, and it was a gift from his brother. It says, "You're a good sister, the best sister," in your best Trump voice, I guess. But anyway, we're rolling. So first off, I want to save something very, very special for you at the end of today, however long this lasts, whether it be 10 minutes or maybe I'll end up pontificating for 50 minutes. I don't know. It probably won't go that long, but I want to save something special for you at the end because, as always, every single day, without fail, I have a playlist over on YouTube. You guys can go create the same sort of thing if you want. If you want personal mental stimulation, motivation, encouragement, like personal development every single day. This morning, I was listening to my playlist here. Steve Jobs, Earl Nightingale, Art Williams, Steve Jobs again, Earl Nightingale, Jim Rohn, who is that? Wallace D. Wattles, aka The Science of Getting Rich, Magic of Thinking Big, David E. Schwartz. I mean, dude, just like killer stuff in here. Anyway, I was listening to this right here. This is Think and Grow Rich condensed. So the book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, you guys all know that. If you guys have ever read that, if you guys have ever read or listened to Think and Grow Rich, comment Think and Grow Rich down below. Now, I hope as of right now, we just got started here. We got 17 on live right now. Usually that will double in just a few minutes here once I send out another push. Okay? So let me know if you have read or listened to Think and Grow Rich. Comment it down below. And let me just be honest with you. I told you I was feeling feisty. Every single one of you should be putting this down below. If you're not, hot damn, you need to get on that. You guys need to get on that. Anyway, I was listening to the condensed version of Think and Grow Rich this morning, and you can see I got right here to this chapter in the video, and they're all broken down by chapters. I got to this chapter, which is the third chapter in this video. It's a 40-minute video. And I heard something, and I went, oh, crap. And I went back, and I listened to it again, and I listened to it again, and I listened to it again. And then, wait for it, I wrote it down. I wrote it down because it was that good. And I said, holy crap, I gotta talk about this today. I have to talk about this today. This is good. And this is the whole point of personal development, guys. Like, you gotta do it daily, every single day. And every single day you learn something new. Every single day crap, that playlist that I just shared with you, that video that I just shared with you, like I've heard that probably 1,000 times. 1,000 times I've probably listened to this audio. And today I went, oh my gosh, why didn't this thing never stood out before and it stood out today? Like, why is that? Holy crap. Here we are talking about it. And it's something so simple, and it can impact your day in such a major way. This is why you do personal development every day. This is why. This is why right here. For you, for your own juicy goodness in your brain, in your heart, in your consciousness, your subconsciousness, all of those things. Got to do it. You got to do it. And I'm going to, trust me, by the end of today, I'm going to land the plane. I'm going to land the plane. And I've been thinking about, I don't know if I'm going to talk about this or not, but there's something I've been thinking about because I've been kind of like doing a lot of observing lately too. So anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let me give you guys some updates. First off, the income shifting campaign is off to a really, really kick butt start. I do want to, before I get into giving you guys some updates, I want to talk about some housekeeping here really quick. Okay, let me talk about some housekeeping. I'm your personal development. Go get more than me. You guys need more than me. Okay, it's cool. It's cool that you guys feel that way. That I can kind of give you guys that little boost, you know. But go get more than me. Okay, please go get more than me. Because I said so. All right. Anyway. So anyway, I was looking at anytime we launch a new campaign, anytime we launch a new email list for whatever it is that we're doing, right? So I created a new email list for, let's see, if we look at all the different sales funnels that we have, you know, we have a credit repair, standalone credit repair sales funnel. We have our main list, which is most of our funnels. When I did launch global, that also went on to another list. And obviously when we created this income shifting campaign, I created a new standalone, stand by itself email list for our income shifting campaign, because they're kind of all focused on, you know, credit repair is credit repair. Like the main list is kind of like make money online. The global thing is more focused on, you know, global people that are outside of the USA. Then you have obviously income shifting, which is focused more on the product, right? So it doesn't really make sense to take everybody and throw them all onto the same list. So I have separate lists in our team autoresponder. So does that make sense so far? Comment makes sense. Let me make sure that you guys are smelling what I'm stepping in today. Okay. And I'm going to give you guys just some data. I just want to give you guys some feedback. So anytime we do a new campaign or anytime we have like a new funnel, I'm always very closely monitoring our data on the back end because I manage that stuff. And, you know, we have to have good, I'm going to talk techie here for a second. We have to have good IP reputations. We have to have good standing email autoresponder accounts. So your emails can land in people's inboxes versus spam. So I hope that makes sense. That's pretty straightforward. That's pretty clear. Hope you guys understand that. And like I said, I was monitoring our email open rates, and I was monitoring our stuff here. And kind of like without fail, for the first, I'd say 100 to 200 people that went through the new income shifting campaign, the open rates were really, really good. Okay, the open rates were really, really good. I'm talking we had about a 50 on the very first email that went out. There's a 5 email campaign that goes out when someone opts in. So let me show you guys really quick here. Let me pull some info, some deets over for you guys here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, So let me share my screen. Let me show you guys so you guys can smell what I'm stepping in here. Okay. So anyway, this is your new income shifting capture page. This is your new income shifting thing that I'm talking about right here. We just launched this, right? So when someone goes to opt in, right, boom, and I also put this on here. This is a must. Having this little reCAPTCHA, it's called reCAPTCHA, basically making sure that people aren't robots. We don't get a lot of bot traffic because that will destroy our email autoresponder, and we do not want to do that. That would be very, very bad. So anyway, when somebody opts in here, right, boom, okay, somebody opts in there, they're going to land on this page. Obviously, you're going to see the countdown timer. You're going to see all that cool stuff right there. And then down at the bottom, I put this on here. So when people are reading this, it says, be sure to go check your email inbox for some cool stuff we sent you. And they can go and they can click right here. Their Gmail, their Yahoo, their Outlook, their AOL, whatever. They can literally click on that. And if they're logged in, they can go right to their email. So remember what we talked about here, guys? Remember what we talked about this last week. What does this help with? By putting the email providers right here, what does this help with? Put it in the comments down below. What does this help with? You guys know the answer to this, right? What does that help? How does that help our team? How does that help all of you? Okay, when I put that on the second page, on the landing page, that they land on after they opt in, what does that help our team with, right? What is that? Yeah, open rates. Open rate helps our team with open rates, right? So like I said, for like about the first 200 leads that opted into this brand new income shifting campaign, we had about it was like a 51 or a 52% open rate for like the first 200 leads, which by the way, if you guys know email data, and I'm sure many of you guys do that. I know like Richard's on here, Bill's on here. If you guys know email open rates, Tony, you guys know that like 50% open rate on the first email that goes out is bomb.com. It is really good. Okay, it's really good. So comment good if you guys understand that. 50% open rate on an autoresponder campaign is killer. Killer open rate. All right. Yeah, Bill says huge, right? That's a really good open rate. Now, what happened was, and this almost never fails. This almost never fails. So just a word of caution for you guys. One of you must have done some paid traffic. Maybe you went and got some solo ads. Maybe you, whatever. I don't know. One of you guys must have gotten some solo ad traffic, I'm guessing, and did some paid advertising because we doubled our list size. You know, the list size grew by a couple hundred people very, very quickly, and the email open rate went way down. So now we're at like 31%. Instead of 51% open rate, now we're at like 31% open rate. And it happened very quickly, which tells me from doing this for many, many years that one of you guys went and did some paid ads, did some paid traffic. So I want to err on the side of caution here. And I don't mind paid traffic. Paid traffic can be good, but it also, it just, please, for the good of the team, for the good of you as well, please make sure that if you're doing paid advertising, it's good quality traffic sources that you trust, meaning traffic sources that people are actually, maybe not you, but just maybe other people that are using that traffic source are getting sales from. There's proof and documentation that people have used that traffic source and gotten real sales from real people. Because otherwise, that's why we put that little I'm not a robot box on the capture page, to make sure that real people, not bot traffic, are going through that capture page. So does that make sense? If you guys are going to do any sort of paid ads, just please do your homework and make sure it is a good quality traffic source. Okay. And I also switched that too. By the way, any of our funnels, okay, they all have this little I'm not a robot checkbox. So again, we just want to make sure that you know, we're doing good there. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, if I were to go do paid ads, this is not the page that I would do it with, okay? For me, if I was going to use one of our funnels to do paid ads, I would most likely use the global sales funnel. I would use that one because I think that I would use that one, or I would use the $25 funnel. I would use one of the two, okay? So give me 1 second here. Let me bounce this over for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about here, okay? So let me just move this over here, okay? So you guys can see it. This is your app. These are the different funnels. And this is, I wasn't even really like planning on talking about this. It just kind of came up in my brain as we're going here. If you're going to do any sort of paid advertising, solo ads or whatever, I would use this funnel right here, okay, the $25 funnel. I'd use that one. Or the other one that I would use, you could use the secret shortcut. Secret shortcut would work good. Or actually, there's a lot here that would work good, okay? The GWP funnel would work good. The secret shortcut would work good. Where's the other one there? Where's the other one? Webinar replay. This one right here, the global funnel, okay? So global, GWP, secret shortcut, or $25. Those four would be good for paid ads, okay? Those would be good for paid ads because all of those videos are short, generic, make money online videos, okay? That's why those would convert better with paid advertising than, say, like the webinar funnel or the My Econ Tour, okay? They just convert better, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. So there you go, okay? Yeah, also, too, like another reason, too, Bill just dropped it in the comments down there, like the My Econ Tour definitely caters a little more towards the USA-based audience. When you do solo ads, a lot of that traffic is from overseas. So again, the global funnel would convert really, really well because the global funnel is also just a very short, I think it's like a 5-minute video. It's like a short, sweet 5-minute video, and it's all just make money online. That, like, people that are on solo ad lists that you're marketing to, that's where that type of video, that's where that type of funnel would just work really, really well. Anyway, let's get into it. Let me show you guys, I just put a little update in your income shifting campaign folder this morning. I just put some new stuff in there, so let's go over and check that out. Now, just in case you guys are living under a rock and you're like, hey, the income shifting campaign, right? Or you could be like some others, right, Bill? And you guys could forget where the income shifting campaign is, which it's in your vault. So again, access the vault right here. You guys see that? You access the vault, boom. And that will take you over into the vault. And then in the vault, you guys see right here, income shifting campaign, okay? Income shifting campaign. Remember, everything always points back to the vault, guys. Everything always points back here. So you open this up. Now, what I did this morning is I added more short form videos. So if you guys are looking here in your short form video scripts right here, and this is where I just want to get real with you guys and talk about this for a minute. When you guys are going through and you guys are looking at and doing some of this stuff right here, okay, you got to realize, like, you do not have to, at all, you do not have to do this stuff verbatim. You do not have to do this word for word. Even though, yes, I gave you guys the scripts, you can do that if you want, but you don't have to. Is that okay? Comment okay. I want you guys to realize, like, you don't have to do it verbatim, okay? This isn't like, oh my gosh, I got to get it perfect, okay? So I just, please understand that. So comment okay. Let's make sure you guys are all smelling what I'm stepping in, okay? A little sip of coffee. Okay, so I just recorded this video this morning, and I put this up into, again, the short form video example videos right here. Short form video example videos. So I popped that up in here, and you guys will even see it yourself, okay? Here's your video number 8 example, which I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna mute this. And I'm just gonna let it play. You guys, if you watch my sample video right here, okay, this is the sample video, and then you see the actual script, you should probably very quickly realize that I'm not going verbatim. I'm not going word for word. I use this as an example. I said, I really wanted to look at this, so let me unshare here for a second. So when I looked at that video example, I kind of said, okay, what is the feel for this? What is the point? When I look at this script, I said to myself, what is the point that they're trying to make with this script? I didn't say, let me go record it word for freaking word. I read the whole script, and there's like 5 scenes. It's really not long. I said, what point are they trying to land with the script? Then I went and recorded it, and I used some of the words to kind of start like a trigger. Does that make sense? Comment the word trigger if that makes sense. I just wanted to trigger my brain. I wanted to read the script and figure out how can I trigger my brain to land the plane and get to the point of what this video number 8 script is actually trying to say, okay? So comment trigger if that makes sense. So anyway, I read the script and then I recorded the video. And again, you can see the video right here, okay? So I'll play that. And it's just income shifting, question mark, I'm talking, okay, here's my take-home pay for the month of April. Here's my take-home pay for the month of May. Awesome, boom, look at the difference, $600 difference, rock on. Then, you ready for this? This is what I'll show you guys. Here's some quick math, $7,200 a year. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. This scene right here, I literally took all the screenshots, wait for it, I took all the screenshots from going to here, okay, we're gonna go here, from the income shifting post. From this post right here. This is where I got the screenshots from. So no, it's nothing fancy. Anybody could do it. Anyone can do what I just did. It's not complicated. I took the screenshots right from over here. This is you guys. This is your feedback, your post. Real life testimonies in a real video. But just for you guys, what I did is I also added, you guys see here, I added pictures. I now added pictures, and it says video 8, pick 6, video 8, pick 5, video 8, pick 4, etc. So there's 6, when you look at the video, there's 6 pictures that I used, and I put those screenshots right here so you guys could use them too. All right? So if you guys understand all that, comment video 8 down below right now. Comment video 8. Let me know that you guys are smelling what I'm stepping in. Again, with this whole campaign, guys, I'm just trying to make this stuff as easy and as simple for you guys as possible. So that way, when you guys watch this demo video, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I see that, I see that's so cool. Look what he did. Oh, wait, where did he get those photos? How did he do that? Right? So that's why I wanted to put those pics in there so you guys had that for yourself. So in other words, you guys watch right here, and you're like, boom. Also, make sure if you guys do this, if you want it, you don't have to do this, but if you want to do this, make sure you lean to one side of the video. See how I'm leaning to the side over here so I can fit all this stuff in, or else all that stuff would be over my face. And I still wanted to show my face because I like my face. So I wanted to show that. So anyway, you got the 6 pictures right there, just added to the folder. So there you go. Okay, so that's in there. That's ready to rock. Now, the real question is this. We're coming up on a June Blitz. Some of you guys have already started because I've seen your content. I've seen some of your YouTube videos. I've seen some of your short form videos. Some of you guys have already started. You're not waiting, which is awesome. Now, here's the real question. How many of you guys already, you've had this information now, you've had the income shifting information now for 3 days, okay? You got it on Tuesday night, so you've had it Wednesday, Thursday, today. So we'll just call it 3 days. We'll be conservative and we'll call it 3 days. How many of you guys have already recorded your first YouTube video. Comment YouTube down below. Okay? Yes, that would be an overlay, Mark. If you're in CapCut, that would be an overlay. All right. How many of you guys have already recorded a YouTube video? Comment YouTube. All right. Now, the real question is, if you haven't recorded a YouTube video yet, what are you waiting for? Put that in the comment down below. I'd love to see some honesty. Be real. Let's just be friends. Let's just have a conversation here. If you haven't done that yet, what are you waiting for? Are you going to wait till June 1st? Are you going to wait till the very last minute to do it? You don't need to. Look at all the YouTube comments coming in. That is awesome. Look at that. Now, here's another question too, for those of you guys that are commenting YouTube. Did you use the exact script for one of the videos, or did you just kind of do your own thing? Give me some feedback there, okay? Shannon, where do you get there? I've done other income shifting YouTube videos recently. Awesome. Recording what the slides say. Yeah, try the slides. I'm also, part of my commitment to myself here is going live 3 times a week. And I'm just going to be straight up honest. Since I've been in the lab working on all this income shifting stuff for you guys, I have not gone live. I have done a disservice to myself, which, hey, sacrifice for me, benefit for you. I'm going live today, and I'm going to take the income shifting slides, the same income shifting slides that I gave you guys that are, by the way, in your vault, in your income shifting campaign. I'm going to take those same slides. I'm going live today. And I'm going to share those. So boom, out there. I started using the script, then modified. Yep, perfect, right? Use the scripts, but did yours also, right? Okay. Now, how many of you guys have already made some of the short form videos? Comment SFV. Now, I'm going to be honest here, guys. Like, with the amount of people that are on right now and the amount of people that are commenting YouTube, it's only a small percent. It's only a small percent. So I'm going to be honest. Don't expect me to be warm and fuzzy throughout June. Don't expect me to be warm and fuzzy. I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to rub your back and say, there, everything's going to be okay. I'm going to tell you to get the F to work. Get over yourself and get to work. You want the result? Go do the thing. End of story. If you're going to second guess yourself and you're going to have self-doubt and you're going to have fear and you're going to not do the work, don't be upset with the results that you don't have for the work that you didn't do. Sorry. I mean, come on. How many of you guys have already done short form videos? Comment SFV down below. How many of you guys have already recorded some of these short form videos? Comment SFV. Now, I want to throw this out there too. Okay. As you guys are going and doing short form videos for the month of June, you don't have to just do income shifting based stuff here. Feel free to use all the stuff that we've taught for years, the make money online stuff, all that other stuff, but you can also tie in income shifting, right? Speaking of short form videos, let me go show you guys an example here. Let me see if I can find it. I got to find it first. So give me 1 second here. Where the heck is it? I did a income shifting video, again, testing the same exact videos, that are here in the folder. And I'll even let you know exactly what, I'll let you guys know what video it is. Okay. So I got it right here. So give me 1 second. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys. So this is, what are we doing here? Let me flip that around. Okay. So in your short form videos, and I think it's this one right here. So video number 2. So video number 2, script number 2, when you guys are in the short form video folder here, this one did really well for me over on TikTok. Okay. So video number 2, where are we here? So here's video 2 script, short form video number 2, how I increase my paycheck without getting a new job. Okay, so you guys can see it there. It's this one right here, literally says video number 2. I posted video number 2 over on TikTok, and you guys can see right here, that's the video. 11,000 views so far. All right, and you guys can see right here, 11,000 views and 136 comments. 136 comments. So you guys could literally follow this same exact video script, and then you can see comment income shift. And if I showed you the comments, it's literally all people commenting income shift, income shift, income shift, income shift, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so when we look at these videos, we already know, and I haven't tested all of these yet, but we already know that video number 2 converts well. Okay, and again, here's the deal. Here's the deal. All right, this is what's great about what we're doing here. Okay, if it can work for me, who else can it work for? You. It can work for you. If it can work for me, it can work for you. And that's the whole point of short form video, guys, is just seeing what works and duplicating it. Go see what works, duplicate it, right? And you guys have heard me talk about this before. Like, if you guys are in the same lane as someone else who's doing the same thing that you are, but they're getting sales and you're not, go duplicate what they're doing, right? And then work on it, get better at it, progress, move forward, increase your skill sets, increase your production, all of those things, right? Okay. So again, just by testing, like we're just getting started here. We're just getting warmed up. Just by testing, we've already seen that these short form videos can perform well. I mean, this is kind of a basic thought here. People want more money. Would you guys agree with that? Would you guys agree with that statement? People, comment agree if you guys agree with that. People want more money. If you think that's a fair statement, comment agree. People want more money. So here's the cool part is you have a way you can show them how to get more money. You have that ability. You can show them how to get more money. And you can show them how to do that legally, ethically. Only takes 20 minutes. Shift your income, put more money back in your pocket. And you can help people create more income. You can give yourself more income without recruiting, without asking your boss for a raise, without having to be salesy. You can get more money. You can show people how to get more money. It's a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, and the unfortunate part is, agreeing with Shannon's comment there, people want more money without much effort. Insert your business. Insert income shifting. Like, hello, McFly. Anyway, anyone get that McFly reference? One of my favorite trilogies out there. 1986, I believe. Shout out to Michael J. Fox, recently passed. Anyway. So I want to wrap up with this, guys. I want to wrap up with this as we turn the corner, because, by the way, the next time I go live with you guys, it's going to be June. It's going to be June. So if you're waiting for what, I'm not sure. If you're waiting, and this is the whole point, guys, why we gave you all this stuff early. Like, early, give you access to the folders and files and videos and scripts and everything early, so you could get out in front of the June Blitz. We're not waiting for June to be like, okay, now you can go. Like, go now. Go now. Stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Stop putting it off. Just cut that shit out. Stop. All you're doing is hurting yourself. Like, and your family and your paycheck and your bank account. That's it. Yeah, Back to the Future. There you go. McFly. Anyway, so when I was immersed in my personal development this morning, AKA I was listening to the audios while I was typing up emails for you guys, by the way. I was typing up emails for the team to get those sent out, right? And I was listening to that, and I heard one specific thing, and this really, really stood out. And it was talking specifically, the specific chapter that I was listening to was talking about faith. And inside of faith, in other words, belief, faith is just another way of saying belief in yourself, belief in your abilities, belief in what you're doing, all of those things. It was talking about affirming, just short for affirmation, right? Or a byproduct of affirmations is affirming. When you do affirmations, you are affirming what you want to bring into your life, right? Does that make sense? Comment affirm if you guys picking up what I'm putting down on that. Okay, comment affirm. Let me know. So in the sections of faith and belief, it was talking about, and then, by the way, this whole thing I was listening to this morning was a condensed version of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The godfather of personal development, not the, but one of the godfathers of personal development. One of the originators, by the way, quick story here. One of the originators of personal development is Wallace D. Wattles. Wallace D. Wattles. There's a name. Say that 3 times fast. No, don't even try it. He wrote a book back in the early 1900s called The Science of Getting Rich. And this was pre Think and Grow Rich by about 40 years. 40 years. I think 30 or 40 years, like decades before Think and Grow Rich even came out. And Wallace D. Wattles wrote a book called The Science of Getting Rich, which is all about, wait for it, how you think and how you act in the early 1900s. And that stuff is still true today. This is why personal development is so important, guys. Okay? It never ends, by the way. You don't graduate from personal development school. Like, you don't cross the podium and like get handed your little scroll that says you graduated. Congratulations, you now know all the personal development in the world. That's BS. It never ends. Why? Why doesn't it end? Because shit happens. You have crap that will happen in your life. You have fear and doubt try to throw you off track, which is why the personal development never ends. You never arrive. So stop trying. Stop thinking that every day is going to be Skittles and rainbows, because at some point, stuff's going to happen and you're going to need to fight through it. Is that a fair statement? Comment fair. I think that's a fair statement. Okay. So when I was listening to this condensed version of Think and Grow Rich, I was in the chapter on faith, aka belief, right? And it was talking about affirming. And there were 5 specific affirmations that you should be writing down and doing and affirming on a daily basis. 5 affirmations that you should affirm on a daily basis so you can believe and have faith in your abilities and in yourself. Does that make sense? Comment makes sense. Let's get the comments going. Now, this one specific thing said this, and this is what stood out to me. Of the 5, this one stood out. And it said, I wrote it down because we need to learn to think on paper instead of being like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. And then like later on in the day, you're like, oh, what was that thing I heard today? I wrote it down. Okay? I will never stop trying until I develop the confidence for its attainment. Those of you guys that are smart will write that down, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it slowly so you can write it down. Type it in with your digits there. Do something. Do something with this. Okay? Do something with this. All right? I will never stop trying until I develop the confidence for its attainment. I will never stop trying until I develop the confidence for its attainment. Holy effing blankety blank, blank and blank. Think about the power in that statement. Does it say I'm going to kind of sort of try? I'm going to kind of sort of give a shit. I'm going to give it like 50%. Is that what it says? No. I will never stop trying until I go do the thing. And it wasn't, I'm not going to stop trying until I make a perfect video. It's, I'm never going to stop trying until I have the confidence to go do the thing. I'm going to work on my brain. I'm going to work on my brain and my attitude and my stuff until I can go do the thing. I'm going to do it until. I'm not going to join and then quit in 2 days because I didn't make $1 million. I'm not going to try for 30 days and be like, oh, it just doesn't work. I'm going to do it until. Comment until. I hope you guys feel this stuff, guys. I hope you guys feel this energy because this, like when I think of this, I think, oh my God, that's good. Oh my gosh, that's good. Why can't more people get this? Why can't more people understand this? I'm going to do it until I gain the confidence. I'm going to do it until I'm confident enough to go do the thing. This is why working on personal development is so important. Because there's so many shiny objects out there. You ready for this? There's so many shiny objects out there that are trying to steal your attention. And oh yeah, by the way, if you guys are out there direct messaging people, which we haven't even really talked about, we're going to talk about that more next week, okay? You want to see how direct and honest I am? Wait till next week, okay? You got to get out there and go do the thing. But there's so many shiny objects out there. When you guys are out there DMing people, right? You guys are practicing the DM formula. You guys are hitting people up saying, hey, you want to check out my thing? People are going to try to reverse recruit you. People are going to try to reverse recruit you. They're going to try to pull you into their thing being like, oh no, we have the best comp plan. We have the best we sell the best water bottle on the planet. People are going to try to reverse recruit you. Okay? One sec. So you have to be ready for that. You have to be ready for that. But here's what you need to realize. Realize this right here, right now. Realize this. No matter what you go do, if you want to make money online, if you want to make money from home, if you want to have passive residual income, if you want to create the life, the income, the whatever, Nick, don't post your fucking link in the chat. What are you doing? Guys, don't post your links in here. Get that shit out of here. Sorry. Just keeping it real. All right. If you want to go literally build any online business, period, end of story, the process is always the same. End of story. The process is the same. No matter what you go do, no matter what you promote, no matter what business you're trying to build, it doesn't matter if it's friggin' SHG, Live Good, Savings Highway, Safe Club, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Whatever shiny object has your attention, the process is the same. The process is the same. And that's why here with us in our group, we teach you and show you and give you the skill sets needed to go win. Now, granted, we just happen to have the best compensation plan out there. Trust me, we've looked. Okay? So you can go do the thing. You can go do the thing and learn how to do it and get good at it and invest in yourself and invest in your future, invest in your faith and your belief and go do it until. But you have to get this process right. You have to get this process right. You have to get the mental down. If you don't have this, that's why I loved this comment when I heard it today. Okay? You have to do this. If you don't do this, you won't have this, the money. Does that make sense? Comment makes sense. Does this make sense? Okay? If you don't do this, you won't have this. That's pretty easy to understand. It's pretty basic, pretty easy to understand, okay? If you don't work on this, you're not going to have this. And I know that, and I can see that in some of your actions. I'm not going to get into that, but straight up, guys, like, you got to go get it. You got to go get it. You got to put in the work. And the only way you're going to put in the work, and you're going to do it fearlessly and consistently and driven with purpose and passion, the only way you're going to go do that is by working on this. End of story. Otherwise, let the excuses fall in. Let the excuses land on your plate. Let those excuses determine your outcome. Hashtag truth, hashtag reality. You have the ability to get out there and go crush it. That's it. You have the ability to get out there and go crush it. You just got to go do it. That's it. Wrapping it up. Calling it a day. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for listening to my pontification here. And yeah, I know. I swore. But just keeping it real. Always going to keep it real with you guys, okay? So you got to realize, hey, you know, sometimes family channel. Sometimes you just got to get the point across. And I want to get the point across to you guys. I want you guys to realize like how real this is and what you guys can have, what you guys can achieve, what you guys can accomplish if you just get out there and go to work. Go to work. It all boils down to the work. Put the work in. Put the work in on yourself first, and then go put the work in on your business. It's not the other way around. Work on yourself first. That's why for the last, 7 years, the very first thing that I do every single morning is I put on the personal development every single morning. It's the first thing I do. So, I don't know. Success leaves clues. There you go. That's it, guys. Appreciate you guys. Get out there. June 1st, coming really quick. Let's get ready to have an amazing month, guys. Let's gear up. Get ready. Let's go. Remember, what is our hashtag for the month? No regrets, no excuses, okay? No regrets, no excuses. Give it your all this month. Do not look back on the month. Do not look back and say, I wish I should have, I would have, could have, should have. Don't put yourself in that position. Get out there and go make it your best month. That's it. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend.